I whipped out my copy of Profitable AF emails. I reviewed it, and after researching a little bit, I wrote some emails for my client, and the end result was, I think it was like $41,000 in one day, and $108,000 at the end of the launch campaign with a book and some upsells. When it comes to the entire structure for creating emails and marketing campaigns and launches, Nabil is literally the only resource I used for email marketing. Hi, this is Alejandro. I just want to share a little bit about my experience with Nabil and his courses, which I think they're great. So, the first course I got from Nabil was Profitable AF Emails. And I got it a year ago, and it's so good that I haven't really invested in any other courses about email marketing. I have invested in deliverability courses, which is very technical, but because that's what I do. But when it comes to email marketing, that's the only thing. And I've also bought a lot from copywriting. I spent a lot of money on copywriting advice and courses. But when it comes to the email marketing in general, PAVE or Profitable AF Emails is the only thing I've gotten. And I've gotten some great successes with it. For example, I bought it a year ago and I got a client who needed help with emails. And we've been working together for about a year. And everything we do is about Profitable AF Emails and some basic copywriting content, right? So we do launch sequences every 2 to 3 months. Nabil teaches you how to do that inside PAVE. And we've been just getting some great results, which is why I've been working with this client for exactly a year now, because we started working in May 2022. And for example, one of the latest successes we got is what Nabil calls the 9-word email. We sent one last week, and my client got 21 replies and 3 calls booked on the first hour of sending that email with a tiny list, by the way, like 4,000 people, I think, or 5,000. Another success I've got with Profitable AF Emails is the launch of a Kickstarter crowdfunded book. So I had a client who was launching a book. He is great. He is very well known in his space, so I'm not taking full credit for this. But he needed some emails done for his Kickstarter launch, right? So he already had the landing pages set up before getting to know me. And so he just needed some help with emails. And once again, I whipped out my copy of Profitable AF Emails. I reviewed it. And after researching a little bit, I wrote some emails for my client. And the end result was, I think it was like $41,000 in one day and $108,000 at the end of the launch campaign with a book and some upsells. So once again, aside from the copywriting knowledge I have and the technical knowledge, when it comes to the entire structure for creating emails and marketing campaigns and launches, Nabil is literally the only resource I used for email marketing. So I highly recommend that whether you have your own email list or you're managing another client's email list, then please check out Profitable AF Emails because it's really that good. And now, if you're a copywriter, I'm also a customer of Copyskills, and I've gotten also some great successes with Copyskills. For example, literally today I got a new client, right? So I got a new client, and I wouldn't have gotten him as a client without Copyskills because I learned how to reach out to people in a strategic way. I'm good at my craft. I don't consider myself excellent yet, but something I struggled a lot was that I'm a little bit of an introvert. I had a hard time talking about money, and it's been just way easier with Nabil's advice. And literally, I was able to land a client who runs a very large company. I don't want to say a lot of details about this client, but I'm very excited about this. And like I said, I don't think I will be able to land this client without Bill's help. And the last thing is that it's literally a no-brainer. If you're a copywriter, you are paying $20 a month for this level of access, and this is just unheard of in the industry. I think copywriters have, since they're good at their craft, the good ones are very expensive because they can convey their pricing. But I think Nabil is on a mission, and he doesn't do it for the money, which is also very cool to be a member of it. Like he said, you need to be good at the game and good at the business. Check it out if you are a copywriter. I've paid $5,000 in courses. I've paid $500 a month memberships. And really, the level of access that Nabil's get is very similar to those. He even critiques your copy, which a regular copy critique from a good copywriter would take you all the way from $500 to $1,500 per hour in my experience. So I just think that Nabil's Profitable AF Emails and Copy Skills is great. Give it a chance if you're into growing your business.